Yeah, 2017 did Davido back to back tour here, blah 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 blah. So it gets to a point where it's like if I'm just sitting down idle, it's like that's when it's like I sit down and I have to think about a lot of stuff, but going on the go and over time as well, you feel like it's a responsibility. Just how you have like a president, or you have a governor. When they're tired, they can't sit down and say, "Oh, I need to rest," because you need to always be on point.
Yeah.
Always be on point.
Are you not scared of like breakdowns? Like
no, they break. There was one time I went off Instagram now, but my own, I'm too strong, so I know they call them breakdown.
How you don't say you're too strong?
No, not like breakdown.
If I got to a point where you just broke and I cried and felt like,
of course, not even about losing my friends, about just different situations. Like it comes and goes. On my birthday, I personally cried. I wrote my sister. I was just like, man, like I know, like how bad I know how bad my grades were. I know how, like, in school, I was, like, most unlikely to succeed type stuff. So, it just goes
like in secondary school?
Yeah, my secondary school. Like, my friend teacher told me I won't be anything in this life.
How bad could you have been?
Yeah. And she told me I won't be, anything.
Let me come back. You just rush.
I ain't gonna lie. I was a bad kid, man.
In secondary school?
I was a bad kid with good intentions. Yeah, bad kid with good intentions.
Explain that.
Okay, like I was a bad kid, but my own bad wasn't like, my own bad would be like, it wouldn't be like going against my parents. It would be like, okay, after school, so now I went to BIS. I went to probably like the most expensive secondary school.
Is BIS the most expensive secondary school?
One of, probably. Yeah. Right there by ShopRite. Then, when I went, it probably is. Probably is.
I know it's quite expensive, Sha.
Yeah, so like that's where I was. So after school, all the students will go to ShopRite. Me, I'm going to, where is it go? Shogun Levi.
Wait, have you known him that long?
Yeah, since I was like 9 years old. He was my mom's driver. Then.
That's wild.
And from there, my mom passed away.
Yeah.
Then he went on to do his own things, gymming. And then I went to America, came back. I saw him. He used to teach, then he started teaching like bowling. And then I was like, yo, man, when I blow, don't worry, we go there together, we go blow, we go
you don't really plan say you go blow, so you
we were helping, so, and God did it,
Amazing.
Most of my people that are around me, like, is from time, like, he's obviously like one of, like, if not the first person.
Amazing.
And then obviously my cousin.
You have like a very interesting relationship with people. You love people. You can tell it's not fake, it's genuine, right?
And funny enough, like, I have the explanation for that sometimes, I think. Because, like, my family, I'm the last born of 5 children. So my dad always wanted me in Nigeria. Secondary school. David is staying in Nigeria.
Why?
And I thank him for that now.
Was it because he was scared of what you would have done when you were abroad? Or
no, I think apart from him just wanting a child, like at least one that is constantly at home. My brothers and sisters, they were in UK, Yankee, all those places. So me, I went to school in Nigeria. Primary school, secondary school. Yeah. Until I went to America. So just having that OT alone, I can say, like, helped me balance, both worlds and stuff like that. It was crazy. Childhood was crazy. So not having my brothers and sisters around, I had a lot of friends.
Yeah, you were allowed to have friends come over.
Sleep over. Yes, now, like my dad house was so big, like I was the only one there. He would go to work. It was only me.
What kind of things were you guys getting up to at that age?
Wrestling. Any wrestling, all those WWE wrestling. I would travel, we would do wrestling.
I would fight for house.
Different before Pussy come back, swimming. It was every just being kids.
Things that kids get up
and like, my house was always like, because my house was always free. My dad is not there. My mom passed away when I was 10. So it was really just me and my friends just having fun. So the house was huge. So from there, I just always had a lot of friends. And being a people person, my mom and my dad, they're really just like they're like so free. And, growing up in that situation, like I remember in my house now, I didn't grow up like mom, dad, sisters. Like I grew up in my house living, cousins, extended cousins. So it was the house. My house had been like estates. So it's always been crowd. It's always been that type of situation for me. So it's just like when everybody's like, how they do it with all this crowd? I'm just like, I'm not like I'm used to it, but just rather have my people around me.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are some places where, especially now in the level that I'm in, where I can't go with that much crowd. Or sometimes I'm like, yo, let's say I tell everybody, I don't want to see anybody today. Like, I just want to be on my own.
So I was going to ask you if you're ever alone.
Yeah, like recently, remember when I was in, where did we travel to? I was in Dubai, and there was just one day I just woke up, I was like, yeah, I just want to chill alone today. Yeah. Like I needed sometimes just chill alone, reflect, you know.
So when those times where you're alone, what do you think about?
Man.
So those are the times where nobody there around, you're just by yourself, and you are faced with your own thoughts, right? So what do you think about when you're alone?
I mean, it could be anything. It depends what I'm going through at that moment or what's happening at that moment. I do think about the next moves. Like sometimes I'd be like, okay. Like for example, we go out, we celebrate something, whatever the case may be. Blah blah blah. When we get back, I'm thinking,
what's next?
How can we celebrate again? How can we keep celebrating? Do you understand? Like, I'm happy. I'm in the club. I'm seeing all my guys happy for me, or whatever the case may be. So I'm smiling, but I'm thinking, yo, we need to keep doing this and doing this and doing that. So that little time, even like honestly, most times I have to think, I won't lie to you, it's on the plane.
Right.
That's probably the time I actually have time to myself to think. All those long flights, you know, like 14 hours, I'm thinking, I'm in my notes, I'm, you know, doing this and that. And then like when you get online, it's like a whole little frenzy. You know, that's why like I realized like when, like I used to realize like, yo, these celebrities, like how you go crazy with all that money? How you depressed with all that money? Like how? Do you understand? So, you know, I kind of understand it where it's like, it gets overwhelming a lot. You know, it gets really overwhelming a lot. So I don't know, I've kind of been able to control it in a certain way. And I'm just happy that I'm able to control it sometimes. But yeah, don't get me wrong. I do sometimes request for my alone time. I might not show it. You might not see it on Instagram or somewhere. But sometimes I take trips alone. Yeah. I don't post. I'm somewhere, you know, just trying to get my mind right. Because your mental is very, very important.
So let's talk about like your work ethic. Like you're literally in the plane today. You're on the show tomorrow. Like, where does that work ethic come from? Like, because you literally have all the reason not to work. Yeah. Right? So where does this work ethic come from?
Well, like I was saying, like it becomes a responsibility. Yeah. Where you feel like, apart from like the fans, just you feel like, man, I have to do this. Like I wake up every day like, I have to like, they bump, like my music makes people smile. Yeah. Like that's how I'm feeling, like I'm performing. I know how crazy my music make people feel. So you feel like, if I'm not, it's just like even like producing a service, like a policeman, I'm meant to serve and protect. Yeah. So that's how I feel like my job on this earth is to make people happy, to dish out whatever I'm doing, share the love, whatever the case may be. So you wake up knowing that more is a responsibility now. It's not even, do you want to do it or not?
But if you're not doing music, what will you be doing? If music never worked for you, what would David be doing now?
I know I won't be doing 95, Sha. I don't be 95 person.
Bro.
I'm not a 95 person, but I knew it was always going to be entertainment, whichever the case. Yeah. Whichever the case. But I get money whichever way.
Yeah. But you really have 30 billion somewhere.
Come on.
Stop, Obio. I've been on with the call Robbie after you said you didn't fear.
Funny enough, it was just shout out to Techno. In 2016, when I signed my deal with Sony. So from signing the deal with Sony, that was like the first Afrobeat deal, like one of the first Afrobeat deals. So like they didn't understand the music then as they understand now. Yeah. So signing the deal then, they were trying to make me do like Wimbo music, all those blah, blah, blah. So I was in Yankee for like a year. And then I remember I told them, I was like, yo, I'm going back to Nigeria. All these rubbish people now bring me come do for a year. Lie.
You told Sonny that?
Yeah, because I was already blown now. I was already in my Davido.
But you didn't care that it was Sonny. Like, I mean, like, before your generation, I don't think we were getting signed to like labels like that, right?
I think it was just like King Sonny idea.
Yeah.
They come. But like, no, because I got frustrated now. You're there for a year. Obviously, I didn't go to the office and start shouting or something.
You just was
I told the person that was linking me at the time to them. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go back to Nigeria and do my stuff. And then, anyway, I came back to Nigeria and we'll go out just like December period, just like this. And me and Tech were like, we were real close. So like, we're going out. He was like, David, I get one beat. Trust me.
And Tech talks like that.
Yes, now I said, okay, and I'm more roll. We were now in Kilox one day, I'll never forget, it was like 4 a.m. You know what, like, yeah, you don't go to like 5 clubs. Everybody don't tire, but nobody won't fall, say,
you don't tire. Yeah.
Say, oh, you don't tire, we'll go record. Then we just went, then we did If. Then I don't even know what made me pick the 30. Like, it was random as hell.
So like that line, that lyric was just make you just bless.
I don't know why it was the 30. There's no reason today. There's no reason 30. So after we recorded that song, we go out and my guy is just late. He was like, man, we not 30 BG, we be 30 billion gang.
Mad.
That's how I came. I'm telling you.
So it's mostly from Cruise.
30 BG. Before you know, we started doing shirts, started doing all material. And before you know, like, it became a whole thing. But obviously, like, you know what I'm saying, we're getting there.
But even if you don't have 30 billion, I know you have plenty of money. I mean, with what you did.
I mean, are you saying 30 billion naira? Are you saying $30 billion? Like, obviously, $30 billion, no. But 30 billion naira, we're getting there. We'll get there.
You should say never did there. So, but I know that money is not a big deal for you. I mean, like, look at what you did. Your friends came through for you on your birthday. You raised that amount. Was there any time that you thought that maybe I might not share this money, give these people? It's my birthday money now. You could have easily kept it to yourself.
Honestly, I was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Honestly, when it was like 50, 40, 60 million, I was like, oh,
what's going on?
I was joking, I enjoy it now. But like when it was becoming too much, like my conscience, I was like,
so the money intimidated you?
No, be say free money, like I ain't do nothing. Like,
so you didn't think your friends were going to give you that much, right?
It wasn't my, like, okay, what happened was that we decided that let's message all my like personal friends. Say, Obio, don't help us for this side. Hey, Obio, don't do this for us. So, like those ones, send 1 million. So we're going to just mention like 40 friends.
Which kind of friends go? All your friends go? Because I remember I messaged you that they say, I won't pray for you. Not be saying,
I said,
if I send you 1 million, I'm going to invest for you. So
it wasn't my friend, bro. It wasn't even the 1 million. All those 500 naira, 100 naira, 50. I'm telling you.
The people who send that amount.
Till today. Till now, I'm talking to you like this. Wow. I had to like make a new Wema account. Obviously, we've put the 250 million in an account where we're dispersing the funds for the.
I don't think anybody has done any campaign in their lives.
This one not be campaign. I dey barb hair for balcony. And they drink me and Lati, they drink my tail. Because we don't decide, say, no, I don't think it's safe to put your account number.
Yeah.
Kini. As the matter reach half, I carry my phone, copy and paste. Blah! Twitter. My phone just started going up. 6, 7, 8, 12, 11. I go back, came back, 14. Before I reach elevator, we did elevator lights, before I reach down. Blah! 6.
It was wild, though.
What is going on, dog? And then, I remember when he actually got 200 before I added my 50. I went to the room, I just started to cry, say, God, thank you for making something this like for stubborn Nigerians to give you the hard of it. Let me say, you don't try for people.
I know that your father and mother are very